What's up, gang? It's your trainer, Joe Stones, back in the gym with you today. We're back hitting a workout. Today, we're going to hit those legs, but we're gonna switch things up, and we're only gonna train one leg at a time. That's right, we're doing only unilateral training, one leg at a time. The only tool I'm gonna have you use, just one dumbbell. If you're not able to do the exercise with the dumbbell, you can always ditch it and go with your body weight. So all you're gonna need is your legs, one dumbbell. We're gonna train those legs unilaterally so we can fix some imbalances, and that's all you're gonna need for an excellent workout. Get after it.
Getting into our workout, gang, let's grab that dumbbell. It's time to do-si-do. We're gonna start off with our quads. We're gonna hit reverse lunges. I want you to grab the dumbbell up near your collar with your elbows in the goblet position. We're gonna pretend as if you're trying to balance a fine bottle of wine on the top of that dumbbell. Don't spill your wine. From there, when you take your step back, you're gonna focus on keeping your chest upright, focus on keeping the shoulders back, and focus on pushing through the front leg so we're getting that quad. Remember, we're loading this in the front goblet position. We need 12 reps on each leg. We're gonna continue with the quads, but this time a bit more into some isolation. We're gonna do our single leg pistol squat. I want you to grab a chair or a bench like I have here. You're gonna hold that dumbbell still at your chest up in the goblet position, still focusing on balancing that fine bottle of wine. We don't wanna spill up at the top. You're gonna go slow as you sit your rear end down, keeping the core engaged and your chest upright. And then I need you to pop right back up like you got a pin stuck to your rear end. Fire it back on up. We're doing 15 reps each side. Let's move on to some lateral work. We're gonna make sure we hold the dumbbell in the opposite arm of the leg that we're gonna be stepping with. So we're gonna be stepping to the side, reaching that dumbbell to the inside of the opposite ankle. Really focus on keeping your core engaged, your chest up. And that opposite leg, we're gonna keep very straight, pushing the knee back. Make sure you pause at the bottom, get some time under tension on the side of that glute, your hip, your groin, your inner thigh, and then push on off. We're gonna do 20 reps on one side, then switch to the other. Keeping with our lateral movement, we're gonna move on to more isolation into our side butt this time. I've been preaching about the side butt for over a decade. I'm gonna preach it for the next decade. It is oh so important that we work that saddle area, and there's nothing better than the curtsy lunge that we're doing here today. Still holding that dumbbell in the opposite hand of the leg that we're working. We're taking that leg that's moving and we're sweeping it down and back, keeping our shoulders and chest forward, really stretching the side butt of that front leg that we're working. And look what I'm doing here. If you notice, my knee is going to the outside of my ankle. I'm getting the weight real low. I'm not resting my knee on the floor. I'm not losing my core. I'm keeping my chest upright. I'm keeping my core in mind, really stretching this side of that hip and that glute. We got 20 reps on one side, 20 to the other. Let's move on to some step-ups now. Grab yourself a high box like I have here, something that really is going to stretch that rear end of the front leg that we're going to be working. You want to focus on keeping that chest upright and keeping our knee over the toe. So the first thing that I'm doing before I do this step-up is I'm bringing all my weight to that front foot. I'm not using any momentum. I'm not using my back foot to push off, just engaging that glute and loading the hip of my front leg, and then I'm pushing up and through, keeping my chest upright, keeping my chin up, keeping my eyes up, still hold that weight in the opposite hand of the leg that we're working. 15 reps each leg. Continue with our box work. This time we're doing a step down. So maybe you're not grabbing as high of a box this time, no big deal. We're gonna continue to hold that dumbbell in the goblet position and cross our chest. So we're forcing ourselves to keep our chest upright. From there, we're gonna be hinging at the waist and the hips, sitting the glutes down and back, keeping the opposite leg that we're working nice and straight out in front of you, just like you did when you did your pistol squat earlier. This time we're focusing more on hamstrings and glutes with this touchdown or step down squat. Your breath and everything starts at the top of the box. Then from there, you're slowly descending till that heel taps the floor, and then again, fire it right back up to the ceiling. We need to do 20 on one leg, then 20 to the other. And finally, we're closing out our single leg workout with some under butt action. We're heading to the floor this time, and now we're gonna do some single leg bridges. So let's grab that dumbbell and hold it onto the hip of the leg that we're working, keeping our opposite leg off of the floor. We're gonna make sure that we push our entire foot through the floor of that working leg, not just your toes, not just your heel, but the entire flat foot. And at the top, we're really gonna squeeze and engage that glute. Hold that flex position at the top for a few seconds. Really get some time under tension, flex up that glute, and then slow through the eccentric movement. Fully reset your hips and your back on the floor. We're doing 25 reps each side.
There you have it, gang. That's our single leg workout. All single leg training using a dumbbell or some body weight. I'm spent. That's all you're gonna need for a well-rounded workout. Fix those imbalances in your legs. Get after it. If you love this workout, you're gonna love all the rest of the workouts we have here on this platform. Be sure to check out our workouts playlist, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and get after it.